Okay, this is a really nice location. So this is the place. This is the office of Mr. Lake. So let's see what we can find here. Hello everyone and welcome to the starting episode of Let's Play The Long Dark. This is a new series that I'm starting here in my channel, and I've been playing a little bit of this game in my streams live, and it's proving to be a really difficult game, but I really like it. It's obviously a standalone game. I'm going to be playing on my own here, and we are going to start. There are several difficulty modes here. The interloper is the most difficult one. It's really hard, really hard, and I've been doing some of that in the streams. It's kind of fun because most of the guys actually want me to play in this, want to see me playing in the hardest mode. There are 4 levels: the Pilgrim, Voyager, and Stalker. I'm going to go with Stalker just because I really don't know much of the game, even though I'm starting to learn a lot from the viewers that come to the stream. I don't know really a lot of the game or the maps, and for playing the hardest difficulty mode, you really need to know where you are and where are the locations. You have to move between the locations. So Stalker is kind of it's difficult too. It's difficult to survive here, but it's a little better if you are new to the game. So jumping into interloper without knowing the game, you are going to just die a lot of times. So for a let's play experience, I want to use this let's play to be kind of a story that might extend for a little bit longer, and also to try to use it as a learning platform for my interloper gameplay. So that's what we are going to be doing, and try to cover and learn the maps and move around all the land here of the Long Dark. We are going to start in Mystery Lake. This is a zone that that is where I mostly play on in the past gameplays, and we are going to start there. But there are different zones here. You have Mystery Lake, Coastal Highway, Desolation Point. This is hard. I most of the time I spawn here in interloper. Interloper, you cannot choose the region where you start. You have Pleasant Valley, Timberwolf Mountain, Forlong Muskeg, and random, and then you have more regions that are going to be unblocked soon. So we are going to start in Mystery Lake, and there are some of the map that you are going to be moving. For example, you reach a point where you are in the railway, and you enter the tunnel of the railway, and then you move to the other zones of the map. Hey, hello Saria, how are you? I'm very good here. I hope you're well too. We have some viewers jumping in there. So let's just start. We are going to start in Mystery Lake. We are going to do. I like to play also with the girl. You actually don't see yourself, but you hear the comments of the character. You're going to hear that very soon right now. And but I'm going to play both of them. I guess I'm going to leave the girl for the interloper, the hardest difficulty mode, and for this one, we are going to do this. So let's just let's play The Long Dark. It's going to be maybe going to call it season 1 there, just because maybe we can do that for lives. If I die in this game, we can just create season 2. I hope it's lasting here, because it's kind of a difficult game and I might be dying really soon. All right. It's been very long, says Sadia there. Yeah, it's been very long. I've been kind of out of the survival type of games. I've been doing a lot of Guild Wars lately. Alright. The weather is not the best one, really. Let's just get some of the sticks here. And I really don't know exactly where I am. I didn't know this is, even though this is one of the maps that I know the most. I'm really not very sure where I am here. There are wolves in this game, and those are the ones that you really need to take care of. So we are going to move away from the wolves. We can run, of course. And the thing that you need to do in this game is actually, of course, to survive. There are no zombies here. It's just the freaking weather and Mother Nature. Ooh. So we have some house here to look at. It seems it's destroyed. There we have like the stats of the game. So, and actually this is new for me in this map. All right. We have some firewood. We're going to maybe continue here. Let me continue over there. We're going to take one of the mushrooms, and everything that you harvest here, you see down there, up there in the top right, it takes a little bit of time. So when the weather is not it's not good enough, it's going to be difficult to be outside and to survive the weather. The weather is actually the most difficult thing. What about Ark? Says Saria there. Ark is going to come really soon, and I have news about that. I was recording before this one. I recorded an update of the channel. I'm going to start playing in Twitch roleplay for Ark. The thing is, I was kind of out of Ark, not because I don't like playing there, but just because it was getting hard for me to advance the character that I was kind of trying to build there. Okay, I guess I now know where I am. We're heading up there. There's the rail station, the rail tunnel. Actually, there's no station here. So in Ark, I was maybe coming one time a week only, and my character was always in the same spot. I just started naked in the shore because I was killed, or any of my things were destroyed. So it was over and over the same thing. And even though I like playing in that stage, it might become kind of boring for the stream. Oh, freaking bastard! This is no good. Actually, let's just see if we find something. There are a few things here, but we need to escape the wolves, and they are coming. Let's just see if we find some weapon or freaking shit. There's nothing here. Usually there's a guy around here, and maybe we can search for. Let's hope he has like a. There's a knife. There's a knife. Come on, give me the knife. We need this to fight the wolf. I'm going to come back to this part later on, but without the knife we are pretty much dead here. Okay.
My fingers feel numb.
The stamina really goes out really fast. This is an area that usually has wolves, but you need to risk it usually. This is a common traveling path. Usually what you do in the long dark is you move through locations that have certain huts, shacks where you can shelter yourself. They have certain commodities there. You might be able to craft some fire and sleep in a bed actually. So the one that we are going to reach here is actually not far away. But look at that, we are numb now. Our temperature, body temperature is decreasing really hard.
Goddamn
here.
freezing.
We are at risk of hypothermia. Okay. So it's new survival games. This is multiplayer. No, Sadia. This is standalone. It's only one player only. but it's from what I can tell is the most difficult survival game that you might ever played. At least myself, this is one of the most difficult ones. It's really realistic, and yeah, the objective is to stay alive. Actually, you start here in the middle of the Canadian ice cap. Okay, this is a really nice location. So this is the place. This is the office of Mystery Lake. So let's see what we can find here. And usually we are good at here, but we have our inventory, all the stuff that we have right now, and this is our gear, our clothes. So we are going to be a little bit better here, but we really need to improve our clothes. And usually in this place we are going to have all sorts of things.
Stuff will come in handy.
There we are. Some first aid kits there. Whetstone. This is used to sharpen your knife. And all these things that you can loot here is really nice. Clothes. You're going to start seeing for which we can use all these things.
I could use this.
Lantern fuel. This is great. And usually there are things lying in the floor here. There we are. We have some food. That is good. Some soda. Can opener. That's great. Alright, we have the lamp. Let me see. Sometimes there are things just behind here. Yeah, there's nothing now. Let's search here. And obviously the objective here, good matches. This is great. Let's just stay alive. The most difficult thing to face in the game is actually the nature. You have seen already the wolves. Water bottle, look at that. Alright, let's just go outside. No, outside, to the top here. Usually there's a dead guy there, but
could end up being useful.
okay, this is for reading. Okay, we have all sort of goodies in this run. No. I'm going to hide the lantern here. Bedball. Windbreaker. Cheap nylon outer layer. That's good for blocking wind, and that's about it. So it's not going to protect us from or give us warmth, but it is something.
This will come in handy.
So we have a lot of things from this run here, and it's nice to be safe inside the house. Let's just put this here. Just wear that. And as you can see, we have a condition in each of the clothes here. And what we can do is actually try to repair them to improve the protection that each of the clothes is giving us. 3 hours of daylight left, and we start to hear some wind outside. Let me show you how this looks. What we can do is actually put some. We're going to turn on the fire here to get some water. You can actually melt snow. We are going to see the temperature outside here. So it's -16, and it's going down kind of fast with our current clothes. So all this area, all the area of the lake down there has several ice fishing huts in the middle of the ice, where you can actually punch a hole into the ice and fish. We already have here a line, and we are going to craft something with this workbench. Old man bears wound. This is for first aid. We can create some torch. Don't have enough oil. Snares to catch some animals. Hook. We don't have that. We don't have the option for the line, but we already have a hook and a line because we looted from this same cabin here. So we are going to craft the fishing tackle, and there are all sorts of things that we can craft from animal skin. Here we have the clothing things that we can do. There are bears also in the game. Survival bow and arrow shafts. That's about it. And it's going to be kind of difficult to make some of that stuff. But what we are going to do right now is to start. We used to see. You can see up there how the percentage of the chance of success of making the fire. We are not going to use any of that the guide here for it, because even though the chance of success is higher, that's actually a guide that we are going to be reading. So we are going to use the stick, and then we are going to use this accelerant just to make sure that the fire starts. Now we are going to put some fuel, and we are going to melt 1 liter of snow. Actually, this is producing some heat, 7 degrees, and it's warming up ourselves. So now we boil this. There we are. And we are going to melt some more just to use the remaining minutes of the fire here. 15 or 10 minutes is not enough to boil the water, but we can melt some. There we are. Now it's done. Less than 1 hour of daylight, and of course in the daylight it's when you want to be out, not during the night. It really depends actually on the level of the difficulty level that you're playing. That's really it. We're going to do some work here while we have a little bit of light. We can break down this with our bare hands to have some wood on us. So now we barely see. We are going to go to bed now. My guy is kind of thirsty here, so let's just have some of this. There we are. And let me see how many calories we have. Everything that you do here consumes calories, and we have 1.2k. We are going to have some sleep. 10 hours of daylight remaining, of night actually, of darkness remaining. Let's just go there. You can see that by sleeping we get a warmth bonus there. That's really nice. So actually, even if you don't have a fire, by sleeping, your temperature goes up. So even though we already slept for that amount of hours, you can hear that there's a storm, and we don't know how many hours of darkness are left, because actually of that snow, of that storm. So this is kind of a problem, because with that storm, with the I'm going to light this up just so you're able to know where I'm going. I'm going to turn it off now. We are down here. Alright, just turn it off to save a little bit of this. So the idea is that with that amount of storm and when it's going to be really difficult to be outside, I'm going to really quickly lose body temperature. I'm not very well equipped here with my clothes, so it's going to be kind of difficult to survive there. I'm going to maybe wait for maybe 1 or 2 hours and hope that the storm passes by. Let's just stay around here. We're going to be able to see. You have a way to actually pass time if you want. We don't have. The idea is to not pass time anytime. It's just to maybe do useful things, and you usually can craft and do stuff. For example, the newsprint. You have some actions with the items on your inventory, and in this one you can harvest it. You can chop it down and have some tinder plugs. We're going to do that. This is actually good for initiating fires. We're going to do the same thing with this one here, this spore. There we are. And also with the sticks, you can do that thing. You can get some tinder plugs from it. We have 6, so this is enough. We have a bunch of matches. That's really good. You cannot start any fire with this if you don't have the matches, or maybe how it's called, magnifying glass. Hello Backrox, how are you? welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Actually, we have seen each other, at least in chat, really frequently in the last streams. So yeah, we are going to be going down to the lake there and trying to loot these shacks, but really it's not a good time to go out. Let me maybe pass the time, maybe 1 hour, and we can see how that goes. Actually, you do it with the radial. If you click the space bar here, you have like several options of what you can do, and we are going to, in Campcraft, you have like pass time. Let me see if we can do something else first. As I was saying, the idea is not try to not pass time, but do some useful things. We have 2 bedrolls, so actually with 1 is going to be enough. We are going to actually harvest from this, and we can harvest, like, look at that, 10 cloths. The cloths are really very useful to improve your improve the condition of your clothes. So all right, there we are. The storm is not passing. We can actually take a peek outside and see how bad this actually is. Oh, it's freaking terrible. Look at this wind, and we're going inside. We're going inside. So we are going to stay here for a little bit. Without light, we cannot do much anything. Let me just see. I'm going to try it, but it's too dark to read. Actually, you can't read if you don't have light, and that's actually really makes sense, a lot of sense. So what we are going to do is pretty warm, just some funny minus 45 degrees. Yeah, it's a terrible day here in Mystery Lake. Okay, let me see how my guys doing here. So actually I need to have something to drink. What we are going to do is maybe turn on this and...
I need snow if the hypothermia wouldn't kill me.
Yeah, my character there it's right. This is going to be a problem. We are going to start without any accelerant this time. I'm going to save that for really a difficult situation, maybe in the outdoors, if I need to start like a emergency campfire. There we are. There we are. Actually, your guy, everything that he does is going to improve a little bit his skill, and at the end you're going to get an increase in your skill level there. So let's just put like one and a half and start doing some boiling here. Actually, we can create we can boil a tea here, and it's going to give us a humble 100 calories as we do that. We are going to get a few liters of boiled water here. Let's see how much we can do. We're going to drink some. Let's just do half and half and see if we can make that happen in 30 minutes. I'm dehydrated, so I'm going to just drink now in a few seconds. Let me melt some more snow for the remaining minutes. And we should have like at least sunlight, and the storm is passing. That's really nice. There we are. So we are going to do a run of looting around the houses. There is some wind still outside. So we are doing this is actually the first day of a recorded episode series, minus 39. This is kind of hard. We are going to see if we have some food around here very quickly. The cattails are really useful. We can eat this stuff. It's not the best thing that you can eat, but can actually be a savior when you are tight on food. Let me check this part. Yeah, it really goes down really fast. Shirin20, hello, how are you? Welcome to the stream. So we are going to do this, and we are going to stay inside for a little while. Let's just see around here. But I guess with what we have, it's really enough. What I'm not really sure is how much time it takes for those cattails to grow again. It takes a while, a couple of days at least. I know they grow.
Need to find some place to escape this cold.
Okay, you are here, man. Okay, so what we can do now is we're not going to eat. We're going to maybe wait until the storm passes. We are going to do put some research here. Let's do that.
Never been so hungry in my life.
And you can see that the guy is actually losing some calories in everything that they do. They don't regrow. Black Crocs is confirming. Black Crocs is kind of my Jedi master in this in this game. He usually helps me a lot in the streams, and he confirms or denies everything that I do. So they don't regrow. So I guess I got the wrong impression there. Let me see how. So this is not that bad now. What we can actually do is maybe get. Can we break down something else from here? Not here. I guess I broke down everything from the top. Yeah, even the chair. So we are going to do some looting, guys. Really quick. I really need to go out when I'm I'm warm. So I'm going to sleep for 2 hours here. So we get that awesome bonus in our body temperature there. And we are freaking okay. Now we go. And the options that we have here is either we go to the ice huts directly, and you can see them down there. This is pretty good. Only 70 degrees below zero. It's not that bad. So we are going to the hut and do some fishing. But for this recorded episode, it's going to be enough, guys. I'm going to try to make those between 20 or 30 minutes or so, and not that much. So for you guys in YouTube, I'm saying goodbye to you, and tune in into the next one. This is going to be a running series in the YouTube channel too. So thank you for being there, and if you are new to the channel, as I always said, please hit that subscribe button. It's going to really help me a lot while you go into the ice hut there. So see you the next time. Bye bye.